Welcome to Absolute Legends. I am Funfish, I am Pete, I am back, and today we're going for another designer house which I feel I haven't touched enough on the channel, so I'm going to dedicate a whole video to it. It is the house of Ralph Lauren. It is an amazing brand. It's brought out some bangers from way back in the 70s, like Polo Green, all the way up to some modern stuff from like Ralph's Club. So we're going to sort out my favourite 10 from this house. We're starting out at number 10, there's no honourable mentions. As always, we're going to crack on into the video. Right, we start at number 10, and we start with one of the cheapest from this house. Just because it's cheap, it doesn't mean it's crap or rubbish, whichever you want to say. But I do feel it's underappreciated. This came out in 2021. This is Polo Sport Fresh. This is a really easy to wear fragrance. It's about 30 to 40 quid, give or take. But my good God, it's so clean. It has got lots of mint, lots of iris in it. It's very floral forward. It is easy to wear. Sage and sea notes in here. A very simple, great fragrance. Not a lot of people talk about this. The original came out in 1994. This is the flanker to it. But again, not many people talk about this fragrance. Don't know why. It is maybe a bit simple for some people. But if you're just starting out in the fragrance game, and you want to look really cool, because I've got like a Ralph Lauren, but it's only 40 quid. This is not a bad starting point. It's a great little number. You'll smell amazing. You can put it on anytime, any place, anywhere, and you are good to go. Performance-wise, it gives me 5 to 6 hours on my skin. So again, not the best performance, but in terms of price and what you're getting from it, I can't really ask for any more from that. This is Ralph Lauren Polo Sport Fresh. Right, number 9. And then you go back to 2013, and this one sparks quite a few from this line. Again, they've done different colours, but this one for me is a real nice one. This is Polo Red, the original one from 2013. But it's got lots of cedar, it's got lemon, it's very fresh, but it's very much known for the note of cranberry. It's got lavender, saffron in here. It's fun, it's playful. I would say it's probably more tuned for the spring and autumn season. But again, you can pull this off if you so wish, anytime, any place, anywhere. Just dial up the sprays and dial down the sprays, depending on what. It's a really hot day, maybe dial it down a little bit. Cooler days, dial it up. Again, this is a massive 125ml bottle, and this cost me about 60 quid, 60, 70 quid. So again, it's pretty decent value for money. If you've got a slightly smaller bottle, I think they're about 40 to 50, give and take where you go. A great little number, beautiful fragrance, and again, well worth finding a bottle of this. It's because it's so easy to wear. Anyone can pull this off. So this is my number 9. This is Polo Red. Right, I will say there is, I think, 1, maybe 2 that are discontinued. If you can find either of these, you're doing well. And the first one I've just realised is this one. It came out in 2008, and this is for the older demographic of the world, maybe a 30s and upwards, who have been around fragrance for a little bit. This is Modern Reserve. This is an absolute beaut of a fragrance. This is like taking Polo Green and elevating it. It's a great little number. Oh yeah. So it's got lots of basil, pimento, which is a little unusual. It's like a chili note in here. Jasmine, suede. It's got that old school style feel to it. Again, if you're a younger guy, you will probably look at this, go, and just walk away straight away from it. If you've been around fragrances for a little bit of time and you start like trying new things, this one is definitely up there for me. And again, it's discontinued, but there are bottles I've still seen around, and they're running for about 80 to 120 quid. I still say about 80 quid. That's a steal for this bottle, and quite honestly, a lovely one. If you don't want this and you just want to go old school, you can go Polo Green. That's still about, and there's a Polo Green Cologne Intense, which I haven't got, but apparently that's even fresher than this one. But great little number. So this is Modern Reserve. This is my next one. Right, number 7, and this one is an absolute staple in my life. I have to have it every single year because I'm just addicted to the smell. Now, the reason it's not higher up is because I like other ones a bit more, but I will say it's an absolute gem. This is 2018's Ultra Blue. Oh yeah. Just have a moment. Okay, so this has got very citrusy off the top. There's lemon, bergamot straight away. It's like a real lemon push on this, which is really nice, especially warmer days. Basil, clary sage, and some sea notes. Salt notes. Again, a real great little number. This one, lasts a good 6, maybe 7 hours, depending on how warm it is. But like I said, I love it in spring, coming summer. This one I do put in my rotation quite a lot. And again, 125ml bottle, I've had a heck of a dent in mine, especially with the fact that you've seen how many fragrances I do own. That's a damn good hit into mine. Amazing scent. Again, anyone could pull this one off, so try this one. It runs around about 60 to 70 quid, give or take, depending on what size of bottle you get. But this for me is a great one. This is Ultra Blue. Right, next one, and I do believe this one has been discontinued as well. So this is Supreme Cashmere. There is a Supreme Oud and a Supreme Leather. They're all great, but I find that this one is a little bit more wearable than the other two. Now, the other two are fantastic in their own rights. This one is more versatile. So the other two I say more fall and winter, but this is anytime, any place, anywhere, and that's why I put this in the list. It is just intoxicating. So it's got cardamom and bergamot straight off the top, which gives it a real sexiness to it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Incense, myrrh, and a bit of cashmere. All I can say is, if you can find any of the three from the Cashmere line, pick them up whenever you can, because I guarantee you, once they're really getting harder to find, the prices will be so jacked up, it'll be unreal. But this one, I would say, if you find it for about 100 to 125, that is a decent price. I think I got away with it. This is a couple of years ago. I got mine for about 85, so I'm guessing with a little bit longer being discontinued, I'm giving it a bit more of a price. But if you can find it, buy it. Perfect for any time, any place, anywhere, and it's stupidly sexy. So this is Supreme Cashmere. Right, next one, and we're going back to the 90s. I love the 90s. And we're going back to when I was 10 years old. God, that's a while ago. This is Safari. This is, again, another great little number from Ralph Lauren. And again, this has got like 50 billion notes in. Like back in the 90s, it had absolutely everything going in it. But it is a very herbal, slightly leather fragrance. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it's got tarragon, it's got cinnamon here, which is warming, it's sexy. Rose, leather, and a bit of cedar. Now the rose in here is just literally a light touch floral to basically balance out with the beautifulness of the leather. Great little number. Like I said, there's a ton more notes in this, but all I'm gonna say is, if you're an oldie and you've had this for a while, you know what this is all about. It's an absolute beautiful fragrance. And again, I would probably more wear this in fall and winter time to smell completely different to absolutely everyone else. It may be old, and I think this runs about 70 to 80 quid. It's still available, so that's another plus as well. But try and find this one. This is Safari. Right, floor left, and this one. Now this one's a hit and miss one. I sometimes see it, I sometimes don't. So I don't know whether this has been discontinued or not, but if it has, just be pre-warned. This is Polo Red Extreme. Now there's an intense version of this, I have that, but that's just stupidly hard to find, and I didn't want to put too many discontinued ones in. This one you can still pick up here and there. This came out in 2017, but this is a beautiful, losing the cap. It's a beautiful coffee fragrance with ebony woods, and it's also got a lot of blood orange, and it's fresh, it's sexy, it's alluring, it is stupidly nice. Again, you can put this anytime, any place, anywhere. I've seen this go for about 75 quid. If it's any 75 quid to 100-ish quid, for this is a great number. If it's been discontinued, I'm not 100% sure on this one. Great little number, stupidly sexy, and again, I think this might be for the older demographic as well. It also lasts about 8 hours on my skin, give or take, depends on how warm it is. Sexy little number. This is Polo Red Extreme. Right, top 3 time, and this one is one of possibly the sexiest fragrances I've smelled in a while. Came out last year. This is Ralph's Club Elixir. Oh my god, do I love this fragrance. This is a man's fragrance. This is not a boy's fragrance like a Dior Sauvage or whatever, or a Bleu de Chanel. No, this is a man's fragrance. So it's got beautiful cardamom and grapefruit off the top, which is so sexy. It's unreal. It's got lavender, some sage in it, some balsam fir. It is an absolute beautiful scent. Again, I would say this is more for fall and winter. If you wanted a bit more, one that's a bit more youthful, you might want to go with the Parfum version. Again, no issues there. Or I can't remember, it's the EVP or something. But one of the first two, they might be a bit better for you if you're younger. Older guys, oh yes, this is what you want to wear. You want to smell like an absolute top G. That's what this does. A beautiful scent. So this is Ralph's Club Elixir. Right, number 2, and this one came out in 2022, and this one is quite frankly one of my favorite blue fragrances ever. That's all I'm going to say. This is Polo Blue Parfum. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, yes, this one. So it's got beautiful mandarin orange off the top, which is nice citrusy note. Pink pepper as well, which gives it a little pop. But it's also got some vetiver in here, oak, touch of patchouli in the base. It's just, so sexy. Works anytime, any place, anywhere, and the performance is decent. I get 9 to 10 hours on my skin. A brilliant, sexy little number. Now this was a 75ml. 75ml. This would run me about, when I got it, it was about 870 quid. The bigger bottles, I think, were about 80 to 90, give or take, depending on where you go. A sexy little number, and I absolutely adore this one. If you want to smell like royalty on a blue world, this is hard to beat. This is Polo Blue Parfum. Right, which leads me to number 1, and this came out in 2003. And now again, this sometimes can be found easy, sometimes it can't. It's just a weird one, to be quite honest with you. But if you find it, you'll trust me, you'll love it. This is Purple Label. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. It's a fruity, sexy little number, and it's got lots of blackberry in it, which is really unusual. It's not the sort of thing you find, but coriander, sage as well. It's like that herbalness. It's actually really popular right now. So again, this is probably this is how the world works. It goes in circles, but this is a great little number. Some thyme, some oak moss, a touch of musk in here. An amazing scent. It's definitely for everyone. The problem is, like I say, it's in and out all the time, so you've just got to be wary of that. Now again, I'm not 100% sure if it's been discontinued, but I do see it pop up here and there and everywhere, so I don't know what's the full story with this one, but all I'm going to say is, if you've got this, you know how sexy this is. It's anytime, any place, anywhere, and I do believe anyone can pull this one off. It's an amazing number. This is my number 1. This is Purple Label. Right, so my 10th favourite from the house of Ralph Lauren. And as always, let me know in the comments, is there any of the house you want me to cover? Any other genre you want me to cover? But as always, right now to tell you what I'm wearing in scent of the day. Right, my scent of the day, and it's a cheapie, but it's a lovely one. It came out in 2018, and this is Tommy Bahama Maritime Deep Blue. This was about 20 quid. It's a hot day in England, so we were just like, the only thing I don't like about it is the atomizers. They don't like spray out enough for me. But this has also got cardamom and rosemary, again, a stupidly sexy fragrance. Waterly touch of cedar, very much a blue fragrance. Amazing little number. Now, it doesn't last that long. I think it might last about 3 to 4 hours and you have to reapply. But because it's a 125ml bottle and it's sub 20 quid, I don't care. And as always, let me know in the comments what your scent of the day is, because I love hearing from you guys. So here's my scent of the day. It's Tommy Bahama Maritime Deep Blue. Right, so there have it. Ralph Lauren, my 10 favourite from this house. As always, let me know in the comments. Is there any that you would have added, taken away? I don't mind. I'm also on top 10 list, a phrase review or a question. Hit me up in the comments. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Join the bunch of legends that you are. And let me get to 2K and I'll do another giveaway. There's also, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I'm posting there 3 to 4 times a week. Find me there. And as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.